Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get these Christmas themed press-on nails. So if you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Alright, so these are the nails for my right hand that I did before I started filming. Now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do my left hand. So you're going to be using the Beetles Top It Off Top Gel Coat, also their foundation base gel. And I'm going to be using the colors 894 and 823, I believe, in Beetles. And all of this will be linked below. I'm going to be using a buffer, this file, this little nail brush. I'm also going to be using a dotting tool. I'm also going to be using a little stick, I don't know, wax stick to pick up the rhinestones. These rhinestones, I'm gonna be using these little sequins that I got from Shein girl, this rhinestone glue gel. I'm gonna be using these nails that I also got from Shein. They're medium length square, this UV light, and then this little stand that you can put your press on nails on, and also these little stickers. So you're just going to take off the stickers and place them onto the magnetic stands for each nail. And honestly, there's no perfect way to put them on. You just put them on however you want. Doesn't really matter what size, because at the end of the day, you're just going to stick them on there. Like, it just needs to have an adhesive. That's it. So once you get everything stuck on, these are double-sided, so you will need to peel off the plastic. The plastic can be a little tricky to peel off, so my advice is just to make sure that it's completely pushed in before you start peeling the plastic off, or you might run into a little bit of trouble. So once you get it off and everything is sticky, now you're going to measure your nails. And once again, these nails are from Shein, and that little magnetic press-on nail holder is actually from Amazon, and like I said, everything will be linked below. So I already pretty much know my nail size with these Shein nails since I did my other hand before I started filming, but I'm just doing it on camera just so you guys can see how to kind of measure your nails for press-on nails. There's also a different method where you can kind of look at the numbers that are on the nails and kind of measure them and then measure your nails, but that's a little bit more tricky to me. But if you're making them for someone else, that's what you can do. But for yourself, you kind of just try it on your nail like this. So once you do that, you're going to go ahead and start sticking the nails onto the stand. It doesn't really matter how you stick it on, but you do want it to pretty much be in the middle so that you can get an even coat when you start polishing your nails. But it's really no particular way to do it. Just make sure it's stuck on there and is somewhat centered. I'm now taking this very cheap buffer from Shein, and I don't really recommend it. You should just get the regular one, the little orange and black one from like the beauty supply, because this one ain't it. But you do need to buff the nails to remove the shine, and by doing this, it really helps the gel polish adhere to the nails better, because with the polish being if you leave it shiny, the polish is going to come up. It may chip, it's going to do stuff like that. But if you make sure you buff it, it's not going to come up, and it's going to look flawlessly perfect on the nail. So you definitely need to buff before you start polishing. Taking this 100/180 file, and I'm just gonna file the edges on these press-on nails, because sometimes there's like this little piece that kind of sticks out from when you pull it off of the row with the other press-on nails that you kind of need to file down. And if you wanted a different shape, you would need to file at this point, but since I'm keeping mine this length and also this shape, I don't really have to do much, but I am kind of touching up those edges and making them pretty precise. And this file is also from Shein, and this is a file that I definitely do recommend. Now I'm going in with the Beetles foundation base gel, and I'm going to do one coat on each nail, and then I'm going to cure it under the light for about 60 seconds. Some people do 30 seconds, but this light from Amazon is kind of weak. I'm not sure the voltage or anything like that, but it takes it a while to actually cure the nail. So you will see me curing my nails a little bit longer in this video than most people, but that's just because this light is very, very weak. So once that's dry, I'm going in with my color 894, which is white, and I'm going to put on my first coat. I'm going to be putting on 2 coats, but this is the first coat. And I'm going to be doing, since these are Christmas nails, I'm going to be doing my thumb, index finger, and pinky finger white, and my middle and ring finger red. And the red color is also in the number 823 by Beetles, which you can find on Amazon, and it will be linked below. Make sure you guys cap the ends and the edges just so that your nail looks good from every angle. You cannot see me right now because I am out of the frame for some odd reason, but that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm now going in with 823, which is red, and I'm polishing this. I will say that the red applies way smoother than the white. I don't know, I just started using this Beetles brand and I was not feeling the white. Like, there were some trials and tribulations on the other nails that I did for my other hand. The white just did not want to apply right, and then when I would cure it, it would look a mess. But the red applied flawlessly, like, every single time. And I'm now going to cure that for 60 seconds. So once that's done and it's been 60 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and apply the second coat. When I'm applying these coats, I'm not doing them very, very thick. As you can see, I'm just kind of giving it a little bit more pigment to the color. And as you can see, these sheen nails are not thin. Like, they're not that thin. Like, after you apply all of the gel polish, it actually comes out to be a really good thick nail, but not too thick for press on. So I definitely recommend these nails from Shein. Also, when you're dealing with gel polish, it's really important to make sure you're examining the nail to make sure you got the polish all over the nail, because if you do like a half-second coat, it's going to be very, very noticeable and it's not going to look good. So make sure you're coating the entire nail and you're not forgetting to cap the ends and the edges. I'm now going to cure for 60 seconds. So after it dried, I did take my rhinestones, which are from Amazon, I believe, and this rhinestone glue, which is also from Amazon. The brush I'm applying the glue is actually from Shein. And I'm just applying a really, really thin layer to my pinky nail at the bottom. I did apply a little bit too much gel and you'll see it, but that was just like a mistake. But don't apply that much. Just apply a really thin layer. Because as you can see kind of on the right side, there's a little bit too much, but that's okay. So I believe I did about 6 or 7 rhinestones on my pinky. At the bottom, I'm going to do the same thing on my thumb, but there is going to be about 9 rhinestones on that one. So I am using this wax pencil that I got from Amazon to pick up the rhinestones. If you try and do this with your hand or a dotting tool or something like that, it's going to be really challenging. So make sure you have these wax pencils to actually pick up the rhinestones, apply them, and move them correctly on the nail. So this is how mine pretty much turned out, and I'm then going to cure it for about 90 seconds because honestly, like I said, this light is pretty weak and I want it to be dry. So I'm now applying another thin layer to the bottom of the thumb, and I'm then going to apply about 9 rhinestones with the wax pencil, and then I'm going to cure it for 90 seconds. For my index finger, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different design with the rhinestones. I already applied the glue, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to kind of be doing like a color block of rhinestones in this top right corner. I'm not sure how many rhinestones I did, but I didn't use that big of a space right here. So I'd say I used about 4 or 5 on that first row, then about 3 or 4 the second row, and then about 2 in the back. And you guys will see kind of like at the end when I finish it about how many I did. You can count it if you really want to know like exactly how much, but I didn't do many because I didn't want it to be too much. I didn't want this to take over the nail. I just kind of wanted it to be cute in the corner. It looks like I did about 10, and then I'm going to cure it for 90 seconds. I'm now taking my Top It Off Top Gel Coat by Beetles to put on these 2 red nails. I'm just going to apply a really thin layer, and I'm not going to cure it. I repeat, I'm not curing it yet. So I'm now going to take these sequins from Shein, which include little white circles, red circles, and snowflakes. Really cute, and it was only like 60 cents. So now I'm taking like 3 snowflakes, and I'm only going to apply 3 because I don't want to overdo it with the snowflakes. And I'm just moving it around, make sure that the top coat gel polish just gets like adhered to it. And to apply the snowflakes, I'm actually using my fingers sometimes and the dotting tool sometimes, whatever works. But to apply the little circle sequins like these, I'm using the dotting tool. It doesn't matter which size you use for the dotting tool. You just need a dotting tool to kind of apply it. You don't really have to use a dotting tool, but it's easier for me to use a dotting tool when applying these type of sequins. So for these little snowflake inspired nails and stuff like this, I'm not really like doing a particular design with the sequins. Like on every single snowflake nail that I did, it's a pretty different pattern with the sequins. I put the snowflakes in different places. I put the little dots in different places. I'm just trying to fill up the space but not overcrowded. So you'll see at the end like how much I did. I didn't want to like take away from the red background too much, but I did want to add a little bit of a winter snowflake design. That's how this one turned out, and I'm then going to cure it for about 90 seconds. So when I'm taking out the ones that I already did, I'm just kind of touching it to make sure that the glue is dry or whatever. And also, if the edges are a little rough to you guys, I'm going to be filing these press-on nails at the end just to kind of clean up the edges and make it look really, really neat. Now for this other finger, I'm going to be doing the same exact thing I did on the last nail with the snowflake design and the dot design, but I'll let you guys watch one more time if you want to kind of see how I'm doing it and how I'm actually applying it. So I did quite a bit of sequins on this one unintentionally, but it's still cute. So I'm going to cure that for 90 seconds. And once I cured that for 90 seconds, I did put everything in for another 30 seconds just to kind of do a final cure just to make sure. And now I'm applying that top gel coat on all of the nails completely over. I am doing it over the diamonds and everything just because I feel like when I do a top gel coat over the diamonds, over the sequins, or any designs I did, if they were gonna fall off, they're not gonna fall off anymore because once you cure it, it's literally stuck on there. So I definitely recommend putting your top gel coat over the diamonds and over the sequins. So I did cure this for about 2 minutes at the very end just to make sure it's completely dry, and I tested it with my finger. I'm now filing the edges to make it really, really crisp and precise because sometimes with all of the polish you lose the shape, but as long as you file it, it'll come back and it'll look really good. So that's what I'm doing right now. I also did want to take this time to remind you guys that I am doing a Christmas giveaway right now, and it will be ending on December 20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please don't forget to enter. All of the instructions are in my last video, which is going to be linked below, and it's also going to be a little screenshot of it on the screen. So don't forget to enter because it is going to be ending soon, and I am going to have 2 winners, so you don't want to miss out on this giveaway. Super, super simple to enter. Be subscribed to my channel, follow my Instagram, comment done with your Instagram name under my last video. Good luck, guys. So now it's time to put them on. I'm going to be using the Kiss Brush On Nail Glue. It comes in 2 different variations, but they're both the same. And before you put them on, you do want to take them off of the stands. Now, if the sticky part of the adhesive that was keeping the press-on nails onto the magnetic holder comes off with the nail, all you have to do is kind of peel it off like this. It's not really hard. And this took me all of but like 2 minutes to do. So now I'm going in with my Kiss brush on nail glue, and this is sold at the beauty supply, and it's about, I want to say like $4, so it's not that expensive. But I'm putting 2 layers of the glue on each nail, so like 2 coats of it. And then I'm just pressing the nails on. I'm letting it sit on there for a couple of seconds while I'm pressing it in with my other hand, and that way I can make sure that it's really stuck on there. And by doing 2 coats, this will last a lot longer. So that's pretty much how these nails turned out. Really cute, really simple Christmas themed nails. And don't forget to enter my giveaway under my last video in the comments section. It will be linked below. And that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to stay notified, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.